But it's right, it's still church.
Maybe I'll do like a good news sandwich. and
I
put that
would
one in
do,
there. That's-
people are going to pay more attention to the first one.
Okay, let's leave.
DuPage Unitarian Universalist Church. It's a joy to have you with us. As you're entering our sanctuary this morning, please rise in body and spirit and join us in our welcome song, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In.
Good morning. Welcome to the Sunday morning worship service at DuPage Unitarian Universalist Church. My name is Chris Cable. I'm a member of the Board of Trustees. Unitarian Universalism is a faith tradition committed to creating a just and flourishing world for all people. Our Universalist theology tells us that every person is worthy of love. Thus, when we say whoever you are, wherever you are on life's journey, you are welcome here, this is our message of love to you, inviting your whole self into this space to help us co-create a world centered on our values. We invite you to learn more about us and consider joining this community to enact our values of equity, justice, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity. A couple extra announcements for today. The Board of Trustees needs your input. Every year we hold congregational conversations on topics that are essential to our church's future. This year's congregational conversation centers on our facilities, the buildings and grounds where our beloved community gathers every week. We need to know what strengths and challenges you notice about our space, as well as your hopes and dreams for its future. There are 3 dates for participation: Sundays, November 16th and 23rd, from 1 to 3 in the sanctuary, or Wednesday, November 19th, from 7 to 9 p.m. on Zoom. Please RSVP on Realm so that we can plan appropriately for facilitators, childcare, and food. We look forward to seeing you. Second, we're excited to share that we will be offering the Building Your Personal Theology class beginning November 17th. This is a chance to explore what you believe, why you believe it, and how your values shape the way you live and act in the world. No prior knowledge needed, just curiosity and an open heart. This is a reflective, supportive, and sometimes even playful space to deepen your Unitarian Universalist identity. If you're interested, please see the video kiosk in Creeves Hall after the service, or contact Steve Cooper for more details. We'd love to have you join us. Number 3, did you know that AT&T, the phone carrier, contracts with ICE? I didn't know. Our church is joining with other community members for a peaceful demonstration to demand that AT&T drop its contract with the Department of Homeland Security and stop profiting from terrorizing our communities. All are invited to join this peaceful demonstration across the street from AT&T at 423 South Washington Street in Naperville, in participation with UU Advocacy Network of Illinois, other faith communities, Indivisible, and others. We will line up along the Washington Street Bridge at Washington and Aurora Avenue in Naperville next week on November 16th. That's also from 1 to 2 p.m. See Karen Peck or a member of Justice in Action team for more information. And finally, to end on a high note, the final auction 2025 announcement, it's true, this is it. If you won silent auction items that you have not yet retrieved, please visit the table in Creeves Hall for your items and full auction winnings statement. And if you missed the auction or missed out on some items or parties, check out the post-auction sale today only, also in Creeves Hall. Again, the auction team is so very grateful for your participation in and support for this amazing fundraising event that benefits our whole church community. Now, if you're online, I invite you to greet each other through the chat, and if you're present here, I invite you to turn to someone you did not come with and greet them with a wave and good morning greeting. Good morning.
Together, we light this chalice to center ourselves in the sacred moment. We call upon the ancestors, those who tended the flame before us. We call upon our children, whose brilliant sparks reminds us to seek our courage and challenge. We call upon one another to remind us we are never alone on the journey. We call upon ourselves to hear the call of this flame and to nurture it with love.
Welcome to this place of love and communal flourishing. We enter this worship space to open our hearts, to expand our minds, and to see the sacred within each other. I believe that music is a powerful force in worship. The music we present each Sunday serves to enhance and support that week's message by opening our hearts so that we can receive the wisdom of the sources from which we draw. But today, we will be looking to the music itself and exploring the lessons embedded within its craft and process. Born of the descendants of enslaved Africans in New Orleans, American jazz is one of the earliest, uniquely American art forms to emerge. It offers us wisdom about ourselves, our history, and what kind of future is possible. Come, let us worship together.
Please rise and body your spirit, and join us in singing, Gather the Spirit.
statement of DuPage Unitarian Universalist Church reminds us of who we have agreed to be, who we are. Please join me in reading our mission statement. We gather as an inclusive community to grow in character, mind, and spirit, and to transform the world toward fairness, love, and compassion. The vision statement of DuPage Unitarian Universalist Church is our dream, who we wish to become. Please join me in reading our vision statements. We strive to boldly enact our values toward a just world as we nurture our growth to become a more inclusive and deeply connected intergenerational community. Thank you.
Our vision of beloved community is rooted in the relationships that we have with one another, our world, and creation. Each week we share our joys and concerns here aloud from the pulpit. I have one joy. For those of you who are new to the ministerial process, ministers, when they are first approved for ministry, are given 3 years in preliminary fellowship before they are then, and reviewed every year until they are then appointed as full fellowshipped ministers. And last week I received notification that this week I have been granted full fellowship by the Unitarian Universalist Association. And I have so much gratitude for you all, because I would not be in full fellowship if I had not been able to grow alongside you and with you. So thank you for helping me grow in my own role. I would like us to hold in our hearts the ongoing turmoil in the Sudan, the genocide that is happening, as well as all of the ways that our own country is in conflict and in pain. For every small step forward, it feels sometimes like there's 12 back. But the more we show up, the more that we call our representatives, the more that we share our voice, the more possible that we can make real beloved community here on earth. Let us also hold in our hearts all of those in the Philippines and in Jamaica who have both recently experienced incredible storms that have greatly impacted everyday life of all the peoples on those islands. This week is also Veterans Week and Veterans Day, and so Carl and I would like to take a moment to thank our veterans.
Meister Eckhart wrote, "If the only prayer you ever say your entire life is thank you, it will be enough." Today, on this Veterans Day weekend, we wish to mark a part of our service with a thank you to our siblings who have served in the Air Force, Army, Coast Guard, Navy, and Marines. To say thank you to all who served, whatever their role, wherever their service took them.
We say thank you to those whose service was brief and to those who made a career of their service. We say thank you to those who remember their service with fondness and to those whose time in service still haunts them. We say thank you to those who returned to us largely intact, who found jobs, started families, and who continue to find ways to serve in their communities. We say thank you to veterans who returned with brokenness so deep that they continue to struggle to find a role or even a home in our communities. We say thank you to the families who have navigated the unknown and the days, months, years without a parent, a partner, a child.
I invite you to stand if you have served in the military. I invite you to stand if your spouse or parent has served in the military. I invite you to stand. If you have any other family member who has served in the military. I invite you to stand if you have a friend who has served in the military. To all of you, our deepest, sincerest gratitude for your service and sacrifice.
Thank you. You may be seated. We know the toll that military service has on its veterans, families, and communities. As a community that recognizes the inherent worth and dignity of all people, let us remember those who have served not just this weekend, but always. And more so, let us work as a community to ensure that veterans and their families receive the support they need always. Amen.
I invite you to center yourself. Ground yourself in your chair and join me in the spirit of reflection and meditation. For musicians, engaging in the process of collective improvisation means facing choices. These choices, big and small, are ones we make as individuals, but have an immediate effect on the whole. You have to live with my choices, and I have to live with yours. Once something is played, it cannot be taken back, as it is now a part of this story we are collectively telling. So what will I choose, and what will inform my choices? I could choose to pursue my own agenda, play in a way that I think will impress, stand out, or even outshine my fellow musicians, for there is incentive to do so. At least, that is what my ego tells me. Or do I choose to be deferential, tentative, and risk-averse? While this may seem the humble route, I am denying the contribution of my full self and full spirit. I am not ashamed to admit it that I have made both of these choices before, many, many times. The music has lessons to offer. The DUUC choir has frequently heard me relay one such lesson. Allow what comes in to affect what goes out. The lessons of the music are not confined to one style or tradition. When we sing into each other's voices or play into each other's rhythm and pulse, when we offer our full selves to the collective storytelling and have the grace to accept each other's contributions, then our combined sound elevates the music, which in turn reaches back and lifts us all. These choices never end. May we have the wisdom to continue choosing each other.
It's time to gather, and I would like to invite all the kids to come forward. I have a project for you to help me with. Come on forward. Have you ever watched a house being built? Or maybe a building?
Yeah.
How many people do you think it takes to build a house? Ella?
Something I watched, it was 2.
It was two? 2 people. How long did that take?
On that like 5 weeks.
Long time. Yes.
I saw one person build a shed.
One person build a shed. That's a little more doable for a single person. But to build a house, it takes many people. You need an architect and an engineer to design the house and to make the drawings so that others can build the house. It takes people and machinery to dig holes for the foundation or the base of the house. It takes carpenters to build the frame of the house. And one of the things that you need is a general contractor. A general contractor is the person that orchestrates all the people that have to build the house. They are like the conductor for a band, because they let people know when it's time to come in, when it's time to do their work. And there's all kinds of different people that work on the house. You got the people that are doing the foundation, you got the carpenters, you have the electricians, the plumbers, the roofers, the people that put up the drywall, the painters, the people that do the final woodwork. So I want to do a little demonstration here. We're gonna build a house. So we start with the foundation, right? That's the bricks. And on the foundation, they put, this would be a sill plate, but it is what connects the concrete to the wood of the house. And on there, you usually have the trusses that go across for the floor, then you have the floor on top of it. But then what goes on top of the floor? Ella? Walls. So, if we have a wall, now we can't just let it sit there. We need to actually fasten it. Close your ears. All right. So now what happens? Right, but what do we do to this wall here? What do we do, Joey?
We need to put in drywall.
Put in drywall. So if I put drywall here, and then I go, oh, I wanted a sink here, and I wanted a light switch, I have a problem, right? Because now I can't get in there to put that plumbing and electrical in. And that's where the conductor comes in, because the conductor says, okay, before the drywall comes in, we need someone to do the plumbing. I need a couple plumbers. Who wants to be a plumber? Joey, Ella? So we got to put in the drain pipe. Ella, do you know where the drain pipe goes?
Here.
Let's put it in. Put it in the other way. It comes out this way. There you go. Because we want the drain to be from inside the house. You want to put the water lines in. So hot goes on the left. Good job. Red's hot. Perfect. Good job. All right, now as the general contractor or the conductor, I want to do electrical. Who wants to be my electrician? You can be my electrician. All right, so we're going to put a light switch right here, but we also got to wire, and we run the wire through the holes. You want to go ahead and do that? Yep. All right. And then we come in. How confident do you feel with that? Good. And then we got one more here. That one's going to be a little more tricky. Yep. That'll work. Good job. Thank you. Now, do we put the faucet in the sink?
Yeah. No. No.
Why not?
Because we have to do something else.
Perhaps now we can put the drywall on, right? So now I'm going to call the guy or the woman that does the drywall. And they're going to, I don't have the drywall here. I was going to, and I was like, there's too many. So now they got to come in and they got to cut the holes in the drywall for the outlet or for the switch and for the water lines and the drain line, and then they slide it into place and they drill it, attach it to the frame. And then the contractor calls in the mud guy. Do you know what the mud guy or mud woman, mud person does? What does the mud person do? They do all the plasterwork. So you know how you put in a sheet of drywall, you have all the seams? Well, when you paint it, you're still going to see those seams. So with the mud guy, you're going to plaster it in so it all looks smooth. And then you know who they call in? Someone. They call him Miguel. Miguel's not here. They call in the painter. So they paint it. And then, if they do that all throughout the whole building, they have a house. So it takes a lot of conducting to make sure it all works, and it takes a lot of people. So it's just like in a jazz band. There's a time for the bass player to play. There's a time for the drummer to play. There's a time where the pianist can show their stuff. You have a question, Ella? Can you live here? It'll get cold in the winter. And that's one other thing that they could have done before they've done the drywall, because this is put in the insulation, because since it's on the foundation, it's probably an outside wall. So you can, and then you put sheathing on the back and siding and all the things. There are so many different parts, and it's very important that someone can lead it so that it all looks right at the end, or sounds good at the end if it's a band. Yes, Ella?
Can you invite someone to put up the drywall on the back of the wall or the outside of the house?
So can you invite someone to put drywall on the back side of the wall?
On the front, and then do the stuff for the back of the house.
It depends, because some people can do multiple things. You might have a person that does carpentry but also does drywall, or you have someone that does specifically, they work with wood, and you have someone that specifically works with drywall, and someone that specifically does paint. And it's just like if I were to ask Carl to play me some trombone music, he might go, nope, I can't do that. That's not my thing. All right, thank you for helping me put up our house. And let's sing to the children.
Rebecca Solnit wrote, "Every minute of every hour of every day, you are making the world, just as you are making yourself, and you might as well do it with generosity and kindness and style." The giving of our treasure is how we reciprocate the many gifts we are given by this community and how we live our values in the world. Each Sunday, we offer our financial gifts to both this congregation and to an organization that gives life to those values and makes a difference in the world. This month's special collection is the Transformative Justice Law Project, nominated by DUUC member Alexis Trocchi, which provides free, zealous, life-affirming, and gender-affirming legal services. Based out of Chicago, TJLP consists of a group of folks who believe in the power of communal care over systemic oppression. At a time when trans people are under attack, TJLP is providing essential legal support to trans folks in Illinois. As we pass our offering plate, know that it is a vessel that connects us to each other through our gratitude and generosity. So give freely of your thankfulness and abundance, that our lives can forever take hold in our world.
Brothers' hands tap, sisters' hands snap, itty bitty babies' hands clap, clap, clap. Grandpa toot toots, Granny sings scat, bitty boppin' babies goes rat tat tat. Mama sings high, Daddy sings low, snazzy jazzy baby says go man go. So they toot 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 and they snap 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 and the bouncing baby bebops with a clap clap clap. Auntie toe taps, Uncle soft shoes, fancy dancing baby sings do-wop do. Cousins boom boom, neighbors hip hop, rompin' stompin' baby goes bop bop bop. Mama swings high, Daddy swings low, swingin' singin' baby says go man go. So they boom 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 and they hip hip hop and the bouncing baby boogies with a bop bop bop. Drummers beat beat, bass players strum, snappy happy baby goes rum tum tum. Tempo goes up, lights go down, busy dizzy baby goes round and round. Daddy jumps high, Mama bends low, laughing limbo baby says go man go. So they beat 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 and they strum 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 and the bouncing baby limbos with a rum tum tum. Brothers' arms hold, sisters' arms hug, rockabye and baby so warm and snug. Grandpa smiles wide, Granny smiles too. Drowsy dozy baby sings la la loo. Daddy sings blues, Mama sings sweet, while that snoozy woozy baby sleeps deep, deep, deep. Oh yeah.
Our video reading this morning comes from a lecture series at Harvard University in 2011. This features Wynton Marsalis and members of the Jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra. While there are a couple of what are now relatively dated political references of the time, I think this clip offers great and deep insight into the role of jazz and American history and how it connects to us all.
The only way to create beloved community is to practice it. Practice again and again. Making mistakes, picking up again at the last measure. As my kids remind me, though, practice doesn't make perfection. I'm not even sure perfection exists, but practice does make progress. Like jazz music, nailing it might look different every night in every way with every audience, hence progress, not perfection. If we're going to practice living beloved community in the hopes that we can create it, then a church is a darn good place to make that happen. After all, where else in the world can you honestly make mistakes and try again? Where else can you share an idea and have others build upon it to create it into a reality? Where else can we grieve and mourn and be comforted with no explanation or expectation? And where else can we mess up trying to comfort people, make a mistake in our response to other people's mistakes, and still have folks who gently and lovingly correct us rather than ridicule, shame, or demean us? The thing is, though, there has to be a really strong commitment to beloved community in order for people to remain and practice beloved community. And while our UU values are lovely, they are actually not the foundation of our beloved community. No, our values are how we live our beloved community and what we want that community to encapsulate. But rather, our commitment is actually best described using the Christian word ecclesiology. Ecclesiology is the theology of church. Why are we here? What do we come back for each week? Why do we return even when we're hurt, when we failed and had others fail us? That, dear ones, is found in our mission statement. We are in this beloved community because we have agreed to transformation, to continue to be and do better with these people who have gathered in this space. And when we do that work through our values, our ecclesiology is our mission statement, and it requires an ethical framework from each of us to do this work. A framework that can be described in terms of jazz, baby. Like a jazz band, we must have trust. Trust that we will follow one another on the next beat and note. Trust that the relationship will hold, and when it does not, that we will work to repair it. Trust that when we lay aside our individual wants and desires, we do so to create something larger and better than ourselves, but where we also find deep, real, true belonging. Joining a church, joining this church, is going to require of you everything. There's not a single religious tradition that does not say this in their teachings. And there is not a single jazz band that does not require the full self of the musician. And that is the way of this church, too. Your time, your attention, your passion, your creativity, your willingness to grow and learn and have hard conversations. The music cannot be done with half attention. It needs our full selves. Yet ecclesiology asks another question of us. Who is the church? Is it just the official members? Is it everyone who finds rhythm in our branches? This isn't a question about who gets to vote and determine the direction of the congregation, but rather who is also listening to the music, which, by the way, is just as important as playing the music. Who is playing? I don't know about you, but I want our music and joy to be heard by all. I want everyone's talent. And that most especially means, for me at least, our children. I've been doing a lot of reading and writing around what an intergenerational church looks like, and one piece that changed during the Protestant Reformation is about how we view children in church settings. Prior to the Reformation, the Catholic Church, which was the only Christian church, included children in every part of worship and church, including sacramental rites. They were full members. But during the Reformation, that switched. Children were deemed unable to understand or participate in full church life. And so children went from members of the church to potential future members. A hierarchy was created that has devolved in more ways than I can count, but I return to this when I think about the conundrum of the question of ecclesiology. Who is the church? My answer? Everyone who encounters our purpose and wishes to commit to it. And that definition is wide open in love. And it most certainly includes our children as full spiritual and holy beings who participate in the life of our church, building the foundations of our building. Their gifts to our band teach us as we teach them. It is the give and take, the lead and follow that Wynton Marsalis speaks about. This is what ecclesiology means, why we show up here and with whom. We are in community because we want to be better people who do better things to make the world a better place. We are all members of the band, our skills and talents complementing each other. And when we show up here, committed to this growth and transformation, we must learn to trust one another, commit to engaging when we fail, and find our song together. As Carl and I were listening to Winston Marsalis's words in the video, I was reminded of the concept of murmuration. The movement that starlings do in the autumn and spring, the dances mid-flight, when one bird shifts and another follows, trusting each other not to crash or fall. It's not unlike jazz, trusting each other to follow beats and notes. Last week, I said that the most powerful thing we can do to resist hate and authoritarianism is to show up here. I want to be even more clear and specific today. The most powerful thing we can do to resist hate and authoritarianism is show up here and engage in our ecclesiology of our mission statement together. All of us, including our children. Even if everything goes back to the way it was yesterday, things will still get worse before they get better. And honestly, do we really want it to go back to the way it was? One of the gifts that we've been given, especially for those of us who hold privileged identities, is having the illusion of progress removed from our eyes and being able to see the myriad ways that oppression, supremacy, and capitalism has always existed alongside everything else. It is going to get worse, and I cannot promise anything, especially that it will be changed in our lifetimes. But I can promise that when we are together, when we are here, finding ourselves and exercising our ecclesiology, when we find that beat with all of us present and participating, we will find our power. We will find our voice. We will sow the seeds to make beloved community. And I promise that when we swing in trust and love, we will be the change that we need. Beloveds, let us find our rhythm, and in our joy, let us resist, aiding each other in love towards the flourishing of all people as we live, young and old, together into transforming ourselves to transform the world. Come, let it be a dance.
Please rise in body or in spirit and join us in singing Let It Be a Dance. Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you through the good times and the bad times too.
you, maybe like me, you struggle with rhythm. But that's why we're here together. Because together we can find the rhythm. Together we can clap on the right beats. Maybe, some days. And when we don't, we will have others who lead us. Together, let us make beloved community.
Let's have another big round of applause for these wonderful musicians. And I invite you to stand as we extinguish our chalice. We extinguish the light of this chalice, but not the light in our hearts. Until we meet again, may the warmth of our community carry you.